Namaskaram. Today we'll be having the discussion on the lorry driver strike with respect to the, as they are protesting against the hit and run law, which was brought about as a part of the Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita, that is the amended version of the IPC. Okay, so the current law, the current issue is regarding the that is the hit and run case which has which was in the previous times it was taken in the lighter fashion. So the gravity of the punishments has been increased to up to 10 years and along with up to 7 lakhs rupees fine. See, but the current kind of amendment has infuriated these people, those who are going on the strike. It has led to the supply chain disruptions in the economy. Sadly, none of the popular local regional channels and the regional media persons are not talking of that. Uh, you know, so here it presents a definite case for it calls for a discussion on this particular topic. See why these people are supposed to make a hue and cry on this particular topic. It is not whenever some progressive law has been brought about by the government, obviously such kind of reaction, opposition to the progression, that can be observed. This is not a new phenomenon to the Indian democratic processes. So we don't have to look back. It is not a regressive or the repressive law. But the thing is, if they follow the existing rules and regulations with respect to that hit and run cases, if at all some mishap happens, that person has to take that victim to the nearest hospital, or or he has to go and inform that incident to the nearest police station. So one need not fear the current existing law, which is not entirely repressive. Okay, it is somewhat any civilized person or any civilized nation is supposed to expect in such a act in such an expected manner. Or if at all they are thinking otherwise, obviously that is not a welcome move. Okay, one should not be feared, for this kind of progressive legislations, just because of the thinking of that huge supply chain disruptions, or it affects certain sections of the people. But what the government is supposed to do in the current situation, they have to exercise all the kinds of options, whether they should try to convince them by calling out their leaders who are calling for the strike. And so in that manner they have to, if they don't listen, automatically the ESMA has to be invoked. That is the Essential Services Maintenance Act. Okay, it is an definitely the people, the supply of the fuel is pretty, the supply of the vegetables or the essential products is pretty much important for the Indian economy. It causes a huge inconvenience. The purpose, of the, if at all you look at the recent statistics, around 18% of the accidental deaths in the country is because of the hit and run. Had they taken these people to the hospital, or had they informed that, maybe these some of the, at least out of these 18%, 90% people would have survived. But because of their sheer negligence, these people are suffering, are making a huge toll. For example, take the case of an educated man. For example, educated young man who has suffered a mishap because of the reckless drunken driving of that person. Say, for example, the truck driver, or some cab driver. Okay, if at all they do, they commit an accident, if they hit that particular person who is traveling on the highway, it becomes the basic human duty, Okay, forget the civilized nature of the society or everything. It is the basic bare minimum one is expected to do so. If they act in contravention to that particular thing, obviously, that person attracts the legal course of action. Okay, one is not expected to treat them in a lighter note, lighter fashion. Hitherto, hardly 1 month or 1 year punishment used to be imposed on these people, or they'll easily come out on bail. Such kind of things with the nominal fine. So, human life is, precious. One has to remember that. One should not be forgetting that basic fact. Okay, thank you. So let us actually, the government should not yield to such kind of, you know, these kinds of blackmailing tactics employed in the name of the democratic processes. This takes the democratic, this takes our democracy backwards, not the progressive path, which we as a civilized nation intended to do so. Thank you. Jai Bharat.